Welcome. In front of me is a OnePlus Pad Lite, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the tablet along with its specifications. So anyway, let's just get straight into this. We do have two seals which we can just peel, so I don't need a knife for this. And they actually peel in one piece. Thank you. There we go. So in here we have our Type-C to Type-A charging cable, paperwork, and obviously the tablet, which is booting up. And this is a 11-inch display with a resolution of 1200 by 1920 pixels, LCD IPS, 90 Hz refresh rate, and a peak brightness of 500 nits. Wow, that is a disappointment. It boasts an 81, almost 82% screen to body ratio and a pixel density of 207 pixels per inch. Display on this tablet is mid, to put it lightly. Now, if we flip it over to the back, we have a single camera setup that looks absolutely tiny, and that is a 5 megapixel selfie, 1080p 30 frames, and then selfie here is 1080p, also 30 frames, also 5 megapixels. So nothing special. Now, moving on into the internals, we have a whopping 9,340 mAh battery, 33 watts of charging speed, and 6 to 8 gigabytes of RAM, depending on which option you go for, both coming with 128 gigabytes of storage, and no expendable storage whatsoever. So you are capped at 128. Now, additionally, we have a Helio G100 processor powering this tablet, and yeah, that's about it. So there isn't anything really special about it. It is what could be considered a budget tablet from OnePlus at 200 euros. So it is relatively affordable. Now, if we get into this, I'm gonna go through the setup quickly. So one of the nice things here will be the fact that it's running Oxygen OS, as it is a OnePlus. And Oxygen OS, personally to me, is one of the more pleasant skins for Android, with decent amount of customization for it. So I personally really like it, and that would be, for me at least, one of the primary reasons to ever even consider this tablet, because other than that, its specifications aren't that great, I would say. Personally, what I would be looking for is a tablet that has a good display. It's a tablet, so I would most likely be using this for just content watching, like browsing the web, watching Netflix and stuff like that. And for that sole purpose, I would be looking for something that just has a better display. Something that comes with an AMOLED or OLED display and 120 Hz refresh rate. I want that nice buttery smooth motion along with the very deep blacks and just nice vibrant bright display. This right here is, well, right now maxed out, and to be completely honest, it's disappointing in terms of max brightness. This is what would be normally considered as a mid brightness on my phone. And just to kind of compare this, set up a new device now. So let's just bring up my device. Let me just kind of go into the settings and also turn on light mode. You can kind of see the difference. So here are kind of the comparison in terms of brightness. And I am using also matte screen protector right here, which also takes away some of the brightness just a little bit and diffuses it a bit more. So yeah, in terms of brightness, it is, I can turn that on. So in terms of brightness, it is much brighter, I would say, than this. So yeah, in terms of deep black levels right here, At least right here it looks pretty good, but if we go into the settings and let's just go into display, dark mode, and okay, on camera this isn't visible, but I can see the difference between the level right here and the bezel. So the black right here all around is actually just illuminated a bit more, so something that you wouldn't experience with an AMOLED or OLED display. So it's kind of what you get to sacrifice for this, and that's one of the reasons why I would be looking for a device that has AMOLED or OLED display. But for the price of about 200 euros, it still seems like a solid device. In terms of snappiness right here, with the G100 Helio processor, it seems to be running just fine right now. It's not really sluggish, but the moment you start loading it up, it could possibly start kind of working a little bit slower, just taking a bit longer to open up certain applications. So that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.